Hello and welcome to today's LOL Esports Round Up, where we cover the news in the LOL Esports space over the last 24 hours or so, depending on how much news there is. This encompasses a couple days. Usually I wait till about 3 teams have some news to talk about to make a video on. Once the games begin, not Demacia Cup, because that's, Demacia Cup and Kespa Cup are both, uh, preseason. Once regular season starts, then we'll have roundups on here and recaps of games and whatnot. So BDS officially announced their roster. We assumed all this to be true. My LEC tier list video already came out. Syncroft leaves. So Syncroft's out. 192 KDA, 509 CS per minute, 67 3 KP, 14 kill share, 17-8 gold share, 8 champions in 18 games, 25 years old. Yes, he's older than I thought as well. I thought he was BDS's best player. I remember after the split, somebody telling me Syncroft himself thinks anybody that thought he was their best player doesn't know what they're talking about. I think that is a two-parter. I think that anybody in their right mind doesn't blame everybody else. They blame themselves for any struggles. So he's not going to throw somebody under the bus. And B, there might be some truth to that. But as far as I can see it, X-Matty was the problem. So, Syncroft, those numbers aren't great, but I thought he put them in a lot of positions to succeed, and the team just fell apart around him. Lebrav joins at support from Vitality. He had a 333 KDA, 76.6 KP, 9 champions, 19 games. He's 20 years old. He's going to rejoin his former teammate, which we're going to talk about in a second. Obviously, playing with Karzi was a struggle. But being the 4th best player on your team is not a great spot to be in either if you're Lebrav, maybe 3rd. Some people really didn't like Haru, but I thought the bot lane for Vitality was definitely the biggest issue they had. Now with 4 people, 3 players, 1 coach that have been promoted from BDS Academy in the French League. Sheo joins in the jungle. He had a 6 KDA, 497 CS per minute, 68.1 KP, 16.3 kill share, 17.7 gold share, 5 champions in 17 games, 21 years old at EUM. Under 5, under 70, not great. KDA is good, but did not do a lot in terms of making things happen and facilitating versus farming. Like low farm, lower KP than average. We'll see how this kid does. I am not overly impressed outside of the KDA, but KDA is whatever. When it comes to a role, I think that actually should be going in first and trying to create mismatches. Crowny, formerly known as Crown Shot. Yes, the former SK and Vitality 80 carry, who is rejoining his teammate Lebrav. Crowny, 7 KDA, 934 CS per minute, 64.5 KP, 25.9 kill share, 23.7 gold share, 6 champions in 17 games, 24 years old. Reminder, these are EU Masters stats. They're not great. His 4 Aphelios games, I think he had an 8.62 CS per minute, which is not good. So 934 average. Crowny's better than X-Matty, but the bar is set at the floor. So we'll see how Crowny does. I think he has a really open mind to the game. I like that the way he thinks about the game. I just don't know if the hands are quite there. So that and these are secondary kill share numbers, which we'll get into in a minute. So we're going to skip a second. Adam, the top laner, formerly of Fnatic, 21 years old, 364 KDA, 845 CS per minute, 54.3 KP, 28 kill share. So this was BDS Academy's carry in terms of kills. 23.2 gold share, almost the carry in gold. 6 champions in 17 games. Adam obviously has a reputation that supersedes his play on the Rift. If he worked that out, they'll be okay. We'll see if he did or not. BDS are completely a disaster waiting to happen. I am not impressed with this roster at all. Go to 1 is the coach. He's been promoted. Obviously, like I said, BDS's coach last year. They did very well at EU Masters and had a good year in the LFL. His 1 year on a pro coaching staff was with Immortals, I believe in 2020. where they went 12 and 24 overall. So that is his coaching experience at the highest level. Dignitas announces their roster. So Armut joins in top lane. Armut, obviously formerly of Mad Lions, 277 KDA, 779 CS per minute, 59.9 KP, 13 kill share, 21-1 gold share, 6 champions in 12 games, 24 years old. These numbers occurring at Worlds play-ins. Not great for a major region top laner to have under 8 CS per minute and 60 KP. The KP is all right, but he wasn't farming great. Really, Armut did not look good at all this year overall. Play-ins is just like an explanation point on that. I mentioned my tier list video that hasn't come out yet. It's coming out tomorrow. But I think he'll be fine in the LCS because the LCS isn't great. So he'll probably be an average to above average top laner and be fine. I think that that's kind of the situation that he's in. Santorin joins from TL. He had a 5 KDA, 504 CS per minute, 80.9 KP. That's very high. 20.4 kill share, 18.5 gold share, 8 champions in 19 games. He is 25 years old. We went over him in my older player video that went out earlier this morning. These numbers occurred in the playoffs. So TL does not get out. Santorin does not get out, but not his fault really. 4 out of every 5 kills, Santorin was involved. To say he didn't facilitate and make things happen or involve himself in what was occurring would be wrong. We do have to keep in mind, I said this about Bjergsen, TL played a very passive game, so they kind of only fought when they were together. But at the same time, Santorin was probably the most consistent player on TL all year. A lot of people have him in high regard. I think I kind of underrate him a bit myself, but that is that. Jensen joins in mid from C9 at 27 years old, 654 KDA, 828 CS per minute, 72 KP, 17.8 kill share, 21.3 gold share, 6 champions in 16 games, also in the LCS playoffs. This, like I said, with Cloud9. Embrace the facilitator role in mid in terms of not farming that much and instead involving themselves in skirmishes. At this point in his career, that is what he is. He's going to have to create more so than... He's not going to hands diff anybody, probably. So that is a thing. I think Dignitas, spoiler, pretty meh. A lot of people think they're like 5th, 6th. I don't think so. So that, and I really didn't like their... I thought the king is back. Dude's like 27 years old. If you're talking about like a king that's like towards the end of their reign... And by reign, I mean they're at the point in their reign where everybody around them's like, oh my God, is he starting to lose it? Maybe we should start making the decisions and, fake him out. Like that's the sort of area in the timeline of reign of king we're talking about when we say that Jensen's the king. Lastly, BLG, Wei leaves. They had brought in June, so this is no surprise. 314 KDA, 539 CS per minute, 70.6 KP, 28.8 kill share, 18.6 gold share, 8 champions in 28 games. He's 22 years old. Wei looked good at times, bad as well. So that sounded kind of weird. He's inconsistent with BLG. I didn't like his attitude when he came back. I think he actually got out of his chair and said something to the effect of, that they needed him or something. I think that's what might have happened. Like, something happened with that BLG team. I don't remember if it was him or it was somebody else when all these players were being swapped out. But 28.8 kill share is very high for a jungler. I think he had like a massive Xin Zhao game with like 10 kills or something completely bonkers. But outside of that, Wei probably is better than some junglers we see getting a job in the LPL, but in the grand scheme of things, he's average. So that's that with my roundup for today. So if you like the video, like it, subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Hit the notification bell. I'm doing daily triple uploads going forward until the split begins. Join me on Discord to get the links as well. Follow me on Twitter. That's where I post links also. And then, YouTube memberships, $3 a month. You get a badge in the comment section. You support me. That's cool. $10 a month. You support me. You get the badge. You get extra content. That's cool, too. So, thank you for watching. I hope you come back for more.